South Asian region is in some sense more vulnerable to the kinds of external shocks that you mentioned for two reasons. One is that I think it was mentioned we have fairly weak fiscal positions across the region, and second also that we have very sort of we don't have very resilient export sectors, far from a diversified export baskets, so we're not linked to global supply networks, etc. So the response to those kinds of crises in that situation, I think many countries did manage to introduce reasonably, macro tools, allowing the exchange rate to absorb some of these shocks, and where possible, if the fiscal positions allowed it, to give some additional social protection, etc. Now, having said that, South Asia, and I think Francisca very correctly said, we are prone to embracing uh, protection in not only as short-term risk management tools, but also more in the medium to long term. And some of our countries, and I place Sri Lanka as one of the countries that rolled out, series of import restrictions. To me, I mean, at a point when your balance of payments position is extremely under pressure, I think short-term import restrictions on certain non-essential consumer items, that's justifiable. But the risk is that these tend to kind of then spread more widely into other consumer imports as well as into intermediate imports, and that also then has a downside impact on our export competitiveness. So, as a short-term tool, yes, I think in certain conditions we can learn to live with it, but over the medium to long term, import restrictions really should not be deployed.